Good morning, fellas. New patch, new day, fantastic! Finally, I kind of knew it was gonna happen, as you could probably tell from my YouTube videos. But everybody who's been in the Dota scene for a while knows this was gonna happen. Anyway, I haven't read this, so let's just have a quick look at how the what. And try to keep this under half an hour. All right, creep denies now granted, denying teams 30. Thank you so much. Normal deny XP increase from 50% to what? From either lane or neutral denies. Oh wow, okay. Okay, that makes sense. So before, if your creep got denied, you would get 50% of its XP. Now you get 70% of its XP, and 30% of it goes to the person who denies it. So there is even more value for denying creeps. Anybody who's really good at last hitting, anybody who denies creeps, there's even more room to improve in the mid lane. This is fantastic. This is amazing. Need to update my mid lane guide. Okay, shrines. Shrines now start on cooldown and become available after 5 minutes. Nobody cares. Well, it means that people shouldn't fight early on at the start of the game anymore. Reduce shrine count in base from 5 to 3. Nobody cares. Shrines, mana regeneration growth per minute reduced from 1 to 0.5. This is good, but this actually is really good because shrines make it really hard to break high ground, and that is so annoying. I hate that fact. If you destroy the enemy team, it should be fairly easy to get high ground. This just prolongs the game, and if you guys know me, I hate long games, and I hate the games. Just bloody end the game by 20 minutes, please. I don't have all day. Anyway, shrines mana regeneration growth per minute reduced from 1 to 0.5. Nobody cares. Lanes added an extra lane. 4 lanes, guys. No, never mind. Added an extra melee creep in mid lane for the first 15 minutes until the first melee upgrade wave at 15 minutes. At which point all lanes have the standard extra melee. Huh. What does this mean? This means that 15 minutes, right? So that's 30 extra creeps. 30 extra creeps essentially mean that you get roughly about 45 extra gold, which is about 1300 extra gold, which means the mid laner is getting richer, which means mid laners are coming online slightly faster if they're good at last hitting. Also, the XP gain boosts up a little bit. So this is really good because if you notice in my previous coaching videos, I've been saying this a lot. If you go to Dota Buff, if you go anywhere, anybody who's been playing this patch for a while will tell you mid laners are shit. In Dota Buff, if you sort the highest win rate heroes, you'll notice that very, very few mid laners are in the top, I don't know, 10, 15 or whatever, right? Top 20 even, I don't know, off the top of my head. But mid lane is pretty damn shit right now, or was. So this, I hope it fixes it. I don't know. I hope it fixes it. It's something, and I think it might be pretty big actually. But there's a big problem here actually. Just off of this, let's read the rest of it, and then I'll share my worry. Creeps meet a bit closer to the offlane tower. Offlane makes offlaners a little bit stronger. Creep aggro duration rescale from 2.5 to 2.3. Okay, creep aggro cooldown increased from 2.5 to 3.0. So creep aggro duration. So they're hitting you for shorter amount of time. Oh wow! Again a mid lane thing. Right? This is the biggest in the mid lane. Well, it's okay in the off lane. So basically, off lane and mid lane, I feel like it has been buffed. Off lane slightly. I don't think this buffs the off lane too much, but it definitely changes mid lane to a great degree. Just like when you change from 2 to 2.5, now it's from 2 to 3 seconds. So it's a big deal. What it means basically is when you aggro the creeps, now you have 3 seconds instead of 2.5 seconds to attack the mid lane. That means you can probably get about 3 right clicks off for free. 3 right clicks of harass after you aggro the creeps. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go and watch my mid lane guide in the creep aggro section, and you'll know what I'm talking about. Actually, even the opener, I'm not sure, but creep aggro definitely there. Anyway, lane creep vision reduced from 800 to 750. Don't think that changes things too much. Neutrals. Neutrals now spawns every minute instead of every two. Thank you. Why would you do that every 2 minutes? So retarded. All right. Neutrals now give 20% less XP and oh god, Icefrog, why you do this? Neutral XP gold now increased by 2% every 7.5 seconds. So when creeps are upgraded, yep. Okay, so after 75 minutes, it's the same as it was before. Which basically this is a big nerf to junglers, which I feel like it had to happen, right? Because before in the last 7.0 up until now, you would go to jungle and having creep spawn every 2 minutes didn't really affect junglers too much. This affects junglers a lot. This means that now axe jungling no longer can get a blink dagger at 10 minutes. It's 20% less timing. You know, his timing is 20% less. Actually, even more than 20% because he relies on gaining levels, right? To farm faster. So that's 20% slower, and the gold is 20% slower. So you're probably looking at your blink time. Ah, shit, man! I was making a jungling video and I had 40 minutes of footage already. I had like 4 or 5 heroes jungling for 10 minutes each. To compare. Oh god. I have to do that all over again. Sad days. Maybe I can get one of you lovely students of mine to to do that for me. Anyway, so yeah, Axe, Legion Commander, jungling, all these jungling heroes, decent jungling heroes are now um, quite heavily nerfed. 20% is quite a big deal considering they rely on fast jungle farm to have their power spike really early on. Enigma still more or less untouched, I feel, but every other jungler really heavily nerfed. This also means that retarded junglers like Wraith King and all that shit, you're gonna lose you the game every single time. So just please don't jungle. Creeps, right? Siege damage type versus structures increased from Enchantress buff, Chen buff. Siege creeps HP increased from wow. Okay, this is very game is changing. I hope for the better. I really like the mid lane changes though, but oh yeah. Forgot. So what this means is, my lovely fellows, um, mid lane is going to be contested even more. So expect mid or feed even more. Expect games to be ruined a lot more. Expect people to dual lane mid a lot more. Um, you do one good thing, but you don't implement a very basic, simple thing. Just when you press the play button, it should say, "Do you want to play mid? Do you want to play carry? Which of these do you want to play?" And if you say, "I only want to play mid," then you should be matched up with other people who don't want to play mid, right? Which means that you're probably going to wait for an hour, but at least there's not going to be any fighting. This issue is resolved. And if you don't want to wait for an hour and you say, okay, fine, I'll play support as well, and you go into a game and you're not willing to play support and people report you, that should be heavily fined. And Valve has, if you go to Dota Buff, if you go to an open Dota, you can get all of these guys. Literally, you can see for the first 10 minutes what the movements everywhere the hero went. Just go to open Dota and see for yourselves. Like, I don't know why Valve. Valve doesn't fix this. Anyway, whatever. Let's move on. We have to make this video quick. Anyway, Siege Creeps HP increased. Siege Creeps spawn rate reduced from 7th wave to 10th wave. I think this is pretty decent. Every 5 minutes. This is very good. It's easy to keep track of. 5 minutes and 10 minutes. This is very good. It allows for lower level players to keep track of the timing of the siege creep, and therefore what do you call it, organize their pushes a lot easier. Before it was like 3.5, 7.5. It's like, who's no, not 3.5, 3.5, 7. It's like, who's gonna remember all that shit? So this makes it a lot easier for lower level players to plan and stuff. Extra range siege creep now spawn at 40 minutes instead of 45 minutes. Who cares? Attributes. Oh, okay. So this now, you know what this is? Extra range creep and all of this shit. What this is, that every hero in Dota got buffed by a huge margin by the introduction of talent trees, right, and other things as well. Every hero in Dota got buffed, and your int gains got buffed, your strength gains, but everything got buffed, right? But the creeps stayed the same. So now what was happening was that the creeps were super weak compared to all the heroes. Where the game was balanced before, now creeps are really weak. So what was happening was high ground defense super hard because your creeps are shit. Mega creeps much weaker because every hero is so much buffed. That's why you had these ridiculous games where you're coming back from mega creeps. That should not happen. Right, 1 in 1,000 games or 1 in 5,000 games. Okay, mega creep come back fine, but come on. Anyway, all even more. All hero strength growth increased by 0.3%. Now you're buffing heroes more. Why? I guess this is the biggest thing is a buff to supports. Not a huge buff because this is like what point 0.3 is. 1 is 20, so point 0.3 is what 6 point whatever 6.3 or something. So 6.3 HP, not a whole lot. It's something for the supports. It's still it's something. From cent increased by this whatever. Reduced base HP region by wow, that's a nerf to everybody. To supports again, the biggest supports are always gonna feel this the most because they're the poorest and all that shit. So yeah, this is not good. This is you're gonna feel this. You are going to feel this, even though it's just 0.25, but you're gonna feel this. Um, Oh, is regeneration coming from strength increased from this to this. So regeneration coming from HP is doubled. Ah, okay. So this is more or less sort of balanced because every hero has. Let's say you have a built-in 20 strength, so you've got 0.03 additional strength. So you've got like 0.6 ish extra regen. If you've got a base strength of 20, then you got zero point 0.6 extra. This is it's they're actually increased the it's still increased by a huge margin. This is just a little bit balancing, so it's doesn't affect anything. Moving on. Um, okay, int heroes buffed again. Lovely for me for all the arc not arc warden. God damn it. For all the OD players, for all the Zeus players, all the silencer players, lovely. Mana per point of introduced from 12 to why are you nerfing the supports? Base mana increased from 50 to 75. Still nerfing the supports. This is a huge nerf to supports actually. It's like what 10-ish percent, 8% is pretty big. Make sticks even more. Even making sticks before as well. Okay, let's see economy reduce. This is a lot. This is a lot. I need to spend more time on it. This is a lot. A lot of changes. Reduced melee creeps, base XP bounty. I'm not even gonna remember all that. Reduced melee creeps, base XP bounty from 45 to wow. Reduced melee creep gold bounty upgrade from 3 gold cycles to 1 gold per cycle. 3 gold per cycle. Okay, even more, even less gold. Um, Reduced gold bounty for racks is reduced. Uh, all gold is reduced. Good job, thank you, Valve. Death cost from 100 plus net worth divided by 50 to 50 plus net worth divided by 40. Death cost. Okay, the okay. So you lose less gold, so it's kind of balancing this out. Tier 3 team bounty is reduced, so all gold is reduced. You're basically poor, and the biggest thing it impacts is supports. And as we said before, like supports were one of the highest in the win rates, right? In the pubs, in the pro scene, everything. So this I feel like for all you why would you do this? It was good that supports were strong because people were inclined to play support. Now everybody, because sports supports are weaker, mid laners are stronger. Everybody's inclined to play mid lane more, and you're just creating. All I'm concerned with, I don't give a shit at this point about the balance of the game. All I'm concerned is, what is the quality of my pub games like? And my pub games are so far they're gonna be shit. General changes. Illusion gold from 5 to illusion gold from 5 plus level to 2 times level. Alright, it's a lot more actually. Illusion building damage. Well, later on the levels, it's a lot more. Illusion building damage from illusion building damage reduction from. Okay, illusion's getting nerfed, which is okay. OG getting nerfed. Buyback cooldown increased from 8 to 7 to 8, which is good because games can end faster. Roshan now drops cheese from the second death instead of the third. This is really great. Faster games, high ground defense is harder, or rather, breaking high ground a bit easier. Roshan armor bonus per upgrade interval. Whatever. Power up runes now spawn different runes on both sides of the river after 40. On both sides of it. Yeah, okay. This is really good. After 40 minutes, it's like end the game faster. Thank you so much, Ice Frog. In fact, there should be like every half a minute there's two runes. Uphill miss chance no longer applies to flying units. Okay. Um okay, whatever. Fixed various pathing issues with bottom dire and nobody cares. Tower bonus armor based on nearby increase from whatever. Replaced all 42 respawn talents in the game. Because this shit. Warlock summons a golem on death. Oh, nice. Hodge +1 dismember duration. Nice. Magnus 500 skill range. 50% bear magic resist. 40 movement speed. So far, only Warlocks is good. I guess this is okay. Not really that great. Malvistan 300. Wall of China. This is really good. So far, Warlock and Earthshaker is really good. I'll do a review summary of the above points really quickly. Clockwork battery assault damage +40 is it's level 20, not that big a deal. Bristle by 10% lifesteal. Um, targets. This is pretty good actually. No longer. This is actually pretty good. What level was this? They don't say which level though. That's typical Valve. Typical Valve. It's probably level 10 or level 15. I think it's probably level 10, which makes it really good actually. Earth Spirit makes Earth Spirit. I'm gonna hop in here. I've been wanting to play
I am
Earth Spirit for
shaped
such a
to a
long
higher
time.
order.
It's 25 leveled, useless. You're never gonna get there. Enchantress +6 impetus. Oh, 6% impetus. It's pretty decent. It's decent. Not as good as Great Wall of China, but Brewmaster +2, whatever. +1 summon boar. Level 15. I don't know. I don't play that much Beastmaster, but it looks pretty decent. I don't know if you'd actually get that, but whatever. +0.5 second lightning bolt mini stun. It's which level is this? 20. What was the other one? +75 R. This is really good. This is really good because now you can either buff up your lightning bolt or your art lightning. What is the stun duration though? It's like a mini stun, right? It is a mini stun, so this makes it a 0.5 second stun. So that's pretty decent. I think that's pretty decent. I don't know. I like that change. Whatever it was before was shit because I would always pick arc lightning, but still now you have to think about like I think I would still go with arc lightning just because it's a lot of damage, good for pushing, good for defending. I think it's still the arc lightning one is still superbly amazing, but there could be cases made for this, so it's okay. Feral regen +50. Freezing field damage. Oh, that's pretty decent. Shadow Shaman +4. This is good. This is good. Shadow Shaman needed a buff anyway. Nobody plays Vestige. What is it though? Soul Assumption double strike. What? Hits a random second target with cast range. Prioritizes zero. That's pretty decent. +1 cold embrace duration. This is pretty decent as well. This is actually pretty damn decent. +1 second is a lot. Witch Doctor +2 cask. What? Oh, I thought it was you get two more casts. Two casts. That would be crazy. He's like throwing coconuts everywhere. Yeah, this is whatever. Legion Commander +10 movement. Moment of Courage prompt. This is really good. What was the level 10 on this guy? Girl. Lady. 7 armor. Oh yeah, definitely. +10% makes it 35%. Fantastic, man. Legion was already really good. Now she's even better. I think just so far, looking all the heroes, I think Legions is definitely what level is it? 20. Comes online pretty late. Warlocks is also pretty late, but this is definitely the best one so far that I've read. Earthshaker, I guess, is still the best one. Okay, Keeper of the Light +300. It's pretty decent. Poison Touch DPS Lead C. Okay, whatever. Minus 50 second. Minus 50 epicenter attack slow. It's not that big. Plus 14 poison stain slow. This is pretty phenomenal actually, because it's already so slow, and then on top of that, making them even more slow. But Venom as a hero is really shit, so it doesn't matter. Plus 8 second arc vortex slow. Whatever. Plus 100 Chen. This is actually, as I said again, Chen being buffed again. So that's the second buff to Chen. Disruptor plus 40. What? Dude, this makes his thingy 800 damage, right? Am I crazy?
My enemy crumbles.
Right, so this is no, never mind. It's 100 damage, and then this thing gets him to. You'd still get minus. It doesn't even matter. You'd still get minus 3 second kinetic field cooldown. It doesn't even matter. Just for argument's sake, it's for Forza 6. It was a 160 extra damage. Bullshit, man. This is the worst one I've seen. If this was plus 200, then you'd be like, sorry. If this is 100 plus 100, then you're dealing 800 damage. Then you can be like, yeah, it's something, but this 160 more, whatever. Plus 200 mana, I guess, whatever. Tether stuns. For how long? That's the question. That's actually the question. How long does it stun for? Oh, it's level 25. No one cares. Never gonna get there. Doesn't even matter. Micropyre pure. Pure and Pierce's spell immunity. Level 25. No one cares. Plus 75 cast range. It's pretty decent. Pretty damn decent. What's that level 10 for Lion? I think it's the damage. You'd still take the damage. You would still take the damage. I'm wasting too much time on this shit. Way too much time on this shit. Yeah, definitely still take the damage. As more farm. Nature's Prophet. Remove teleportation cooldown. Level 25. This is just gonna be amazing. I love this. I don't even know. I don't even know how strong this is. I don't even know how strong this is. Oracle plus 7.5 Fortune's End max dude doesn't 0.75. Oh my god. 20% XP gain, 1 second decryptify, minus 1 second cooldown. Oh, that's pretty decent. Level 20 though. Don't know. Don't know. It could be plus 30% bash damage, and then plus double your Spirit Breaker might be changing. It's just bash damage. Whatever. Templar Assassin minus 8 meld armor reduction at level 25. You would still take the. Would you though? Would you though? Cause it really depends. This is the case could be made for it. Could be made for it because you're reducing their armor by 8 from this, and then you're reducing their armor from by 7 from this. That's 15 armor. Right? 15 armor already reduced. Supports are still melting, and then on top of that, it's 8 more. What did I say? 15? Did I say 15? So it's yeah, it was 15. So it's 23 now. Right, it's 23 armor reduction at level 25. Case could be made for it. Yeah, I think it could be game dependent. Like if you don't need to worry too much about refraction, you don't need to worry. It's still a lot of damage that you guys. 3 more refraction charges. That also means 3 more right clicks of damage though, which is pretty decent. So I don't know. Think about it later. Could be decent. 15 health regeneration at level 10. Wow, this is decent. Techie plus 2. What? Plus 250 attack damage? Why you want to ruin our pubs? There goes our pubs. Gone. Destroyed. Every game gonna be techies. Let's see, boys. Let's see. Is there techies in this game? There should be. Oh, it's a 7K market. Let's go down. Let's go to 3K. Let's go to 4K. The techies. Of course, nothing's gonna come up because Valve servers don't work. No techies though. Okay, it's fine. Eighth lens increased. It's very little. Recipe changed. Energy booster, ring of health, and recipe is now Energy booster, void stone and recipe. So it was 850. Oh, yeah, okay. So instead of, yeah, it's good. I'm down with that. It's even better actually. Blade mail cooldown increase. They keep destroying blade mail, man. It's not that OP anymore, honestly. Like even when it was 18, it wasn't an OP item anymore. I feel like it was quite balanced, so it's not a big deal. No longer, yeah, sure. Increased whatever. Thank you. Mid lane even, yeah, as I said, mid lane keeps getting buffed. Bracer recipe cost to 175. It's well, a long time ago. It should have been. Is now purgeable. Purgeable as in you can purge it, or purgeable as in, of course, that's what I mean. Duration, dateless damage, instantly kills illusion. What we didn't use to? I'm surprised. Okay, okay, it's in line with that. Damage reduced, whatever. No longer you. Good one. Cost, nice. Cannot be sold, must be consumed. Reduced, nice. Rework for staff recipe. Okay. Um, Now it is Ring of Health. Wow, four staff expense. No, wait. Oh, they reduced the recipe. I'm down with that. It's better. It's much, much better. Yeah, because Ring of Health gives you a lot more. The thing is, like, again, I'm looking at it from OD's perspective because that's what I love. And OD has some HP regen issues, and I usually pick up the Ring of Regen. And now I can pick up the Ring of Health. Especially this is good for carry OD because you can just get it from the side shop really, really early on, and then you don't need to invest like into multiple, salves and whatnot, which I used to buy quite a lot because you don't make any HP region items apart from this early, ring of region. This actually is really, really fantastic for OD. Gains, yeah, sure. XP, please make it 10,000 gold. Increased from good. XP increased. Gold decreased. Okay, this is fantastic because this means that the Handamitis is still important on here. This it's even more like clear to idiots that making Midas is purely for experience reasons, not for gold reasons. Gold is just whatever which also means that the time that you get your value back for Midas is probably now at around 19 to 20 minutes, and if you factor in that all the time that you are have it on cooldown, off of cooldown, but you're not using it because you're getting to a creep, it's probably around 24, 25 minutes, or even at with the best of the people 22, 23 minutes. So yeah, you're still gonna make it on Invoker, on Phoenix, and rarely on a couple of other heroes, but no more. No more. Eating salve buff is now purgeable. What does it mean, purgeable? Is it mean that it's gone back to when it was before, where a creep right clicks you and it doesn't? Well, I guess we'll find out. Harder to ask. Now requires a second vitality booster, and so this is really good. This is very, very good. Strength bonus reduced. Your overall HP stays the same though. Health bonus increased. Oh wow, actually you get more HP. A lot more HP. Because yeah, okay. This is just it's not a lot more HP because it's getting reduced from five from it's getting reduced by five, so that's five is 100 HP, right? So one, god damn it, one strength is 20, so five is 100. Yeah, so it's 100. So yeah, you're getting a lot more HP. No longer be dispellable by spell, but it's really the build up that is really nice. So all heroes who make heart naturally, it's really good on them. Can no longer be dispelled by spell immunity. But does it mean that is it still um, does it go through spell immunity though, or is it just does it pierce the spell immunity? Is what I'm saying. Probably not. Probably not. It's just that you can't purge it afterwards. Now use Ring of Health instead of 800 gold recipe. A Ring of Health regeneration increased from 8 to 10. Mm, shit item. Requires a quarterstaff instead of 700 gold recipe. I really like this. They long time ago everything required recipes. Even treads required a recipe, and they've started. And I started going away from recipes slowly and surely, and that's really good. I think that's really good. Requires a quarterstaff instead of 700 gold recipe. Provides plus 20 damage and plus 10 attack speed. Um, See, this is really good because it can now be disassembled, but the only problem is it requires a quarterstaff, and quarterstaff is used for very few items, so not really that great. Still pretty shit item. Cost reduced. That's good. It's whatever. Solar crest armor. This is good. This item needed some nerfs. On enemies, changed from 25% miss chance on target to 25% true strike chance on attack. What? Solar Crest on enemies changed from 25% miss chance on target to 25% true strike chance. Oh my god, this shit again. They did this with that other item, which was this garbage item, 8 toss, and now they're doing this again with this. It just confuses people. It just confuses people. Basically, what it means is if you've got a Phantom Assassin, for example, Phantom Assassin's got a 50% chance to dodge your attacks, right? You put Solar Crest on her, and it's now instead of 50% chance, it's like 25% chance, or at least that's what I think it is. It's maybe not additive, maybe it's multiplicative, which would not make sense at all because then this item is actually garbage. So it's probably additive. Moonshard. Moonshard now gives half of the bonus night vision when consumed. Nobody makes it for night vision, dude. Why? What? Necronomicon. Demonic. Actually, it's good because it's making people weaker in the late game, so it's good. Demonic summoning increased from duration. Nobody cares. Cost. Oh, okay. Thank you. A little bit of support line. Allows for different starting item combo. Oh, really? You don't say. Reduce damage and illusion reduced from. That's good. Refresher now replenishes charge based abilities. Thank you. Didn't know that wasn't a thing. Reworked Rod of 8 on this garbage. 2 and this changes from 1 and 2 bracers. Who makes bracers? Is it overall still the same? 3100 is cheaper. It provides 20 int before it provided 30 int. It used to provide 350 HP, so this is 300 HP. It didn't provide agility and damage. They're trying to make this item for like strength heroes, I think. Yeah, for strength heroes. Can't really think of many strength heroes who would want to buy even this. Like the stats are nice, but at the end of the day, don't forget what this item does. It roots people. So who benefits from rooting people whose strength, right? Bristleback? Quill a little bit more. I guess, and also gives you int, right? So you get int, you get strength, you get damage. Nobody cares. So it's int, strength, and root. Right? So int, strength, and I guess Pudge is the only one that I can think of essentially who would like to make ATOS. You throw great int, great strength, great. You if you're really shit at hooking, you throw in it, you're still gonna miss. So it doesn't matter. Recipe cost reduced by 10. Keep buffing. This is like the 20th patch in a row. Keep buffing this item. Recipe cost reduced by 10. Attack speed reduced. Okay. Recipe cost increased by 100. So the buff Manta style. Okay. Okay. Illusion's gone out the window now. Side of Vice cooldown reduced. Thank you very much. Mid lane even buffed even more because a lot of mid heroes make this item. Shiva recipe increased from 600 to 650. Nobody cares. Recipe cool cost increased. Okay. Now this is getting more and more expensive. It no longer is it an item that you can go as first because now this is 700 gold that you're essentially investing in just the break ability, and I don't think most of the time it's worth it. Now it has a mango instead of a 150 recipe. This is awesome. I love it. Urn of Shadows heal now acts as proper regeneration like salve rather than healing at frequent interval ticks. Revert Urn of Shadows recipe. Right. Sage's Mask, 2 gauntlets. and recipe. And use price 6 strength, 50% mana region. Now, infused raindrop is the overall cost the same? 875, 870. Okay. Circlet, ring of protection. What is this garbage? It gives you 2 stats, 2 armor, plus 1 mana regeneration. It's better in the early game. It's worse in the mid game. It's great for strength and agi heroes. Essentially, really strength heroes. Why would you destroy Urn of Shadows? Why would you do that? It was good. It gave 6 strength. Now it doesn't give 6 strength. Now you can't make it on Invoker. You just sent Invoker to the garbage pile. You pretty much just sent Spectre to the garbage pile just by this one item as well. Not really, but just why? But why? Oh wow, this is still half. Oh my god, I'm already at 35 minutes. All right, quickly. Can't do it quickly. That's a lot of heroes. Unstable. Okay, so the summary of all of this essentially is you're getting less gold in this game. Mid lane has been buffed. More, you get more for denying, right? XP has been buffed a little bit in that sense. And basically supports are getting it up the ass, and pretty much carries have been untouched, more or less. I guess the gold nerf, but that's for everybody. So yeah, carry is pretty much untouched. A little bit of good life for offlaners. Mid lane is going to be really fantastic to see the mid lane now, and supports not going to be fun to play. All right, Alchemist. Unstable concoction cooldown increased from 16. Okay, Alchemist being buffed. No, nerfed. Sorry, nerfed. Reduced. Bonus gold reduced. reduced. Oh. God. Doesn't really matter. Cap is also reduced. Alchemist got even. Why would you nerf Alchemist? He's also already shit. Attack range increased. Oh, he's a carry now. Has a attack vortex movement modifier. What this means is if you throw an ice vortex down and you walk over it, you'll actually get the movement speed which that it's 30%, I believe. So you'll actually get the 30% movement speed bonus, whereas enemies get a 30% slow. You'll get 30% speed, so that's good. When you're running away, you throw it down in front of you, you get 30% faster. When enemies come over, they'll get 30% slower. Really fantastic. Nice idea. Replace respawn talent. Okay, yes. Rework Scepter on Ag. Causes battle hunger to reduce enemies' total damage output by 30%. This is amazing. Applies battle hunger on enemy heroes within a 700 AoE after successful. Okay, Scepter, very important. Keep in mind, guys. Keep in mind.
Axe is
right?
ready.
Battle Hunger has a 5-second cooldown. It does 40 damage per second, and if you can manage to get it for the full 10-second duration, which is really fantastic for defending going uphill, attacking high ground or defending whatever, it's 400 damage. 400 damage on a 5-second cooldown, and then you get the 25 talent, which adds 100 DPS. At a total, that's 1400 damage per second. Sorry, not per second. 1400 damage in total over 10 seconds, right? On a 5-second cooldown. And if you get an axe, you call somebody. Does it only heroes? Just enemy heroes, but it's still a lot. And you get Octarine on that, and suddenly you're healing by a shit ton, and it's on 4-second cooldown. This is awesome. Love it. But does it mean that you no longer get the additional, the cooldown reduction and whatnot? I think that's probably what it means. So that's the only negative aspect of it. But at the same time, you can whatever. Rework Brain Scepter causes Brain Sap to have 1.5 second cooldown. Causes Brain Sap to have 1.5 second. Pierces. What? That's pretty decent. He just won't die. Pain, agi. Okay, this is actually kind of stupid. If this is what I think it is, right? This is kind of stupid. Like, I guess Bane did need a buff, but this is a bit silly. I think
Our nightmare is here.
it's kind of a wasted time, but it just feels to me like this is just gonna be silly,
Everybody get
right?
set. Precious.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Precious.
All right. All right. This do we have okay, mana, XP gain, cash range. That's what I wanted. This is awesome. This is actually awesome. Is there a case for mid bane? Okay, let's go here. All right, let's go to the bush. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's just ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And it pierces spell immunity. I think I've just added a new hero to my hero pool right now. Just literally right now. That's it. It is gonna be a mid bane
There
though.
is no team in Axe.
Off lane bane. Is there a way to play bane off lane? The problem is this is all really good, but this is more of a tankiness situation, right? Because mid bane doesn't actually do anything. Because think about it, what do mid players do? Either they farm really well, so they become a right click and carry. This guy doesn't do that. Either they are really good at ganking, not really, or they what else do they do? They snowball. This guy can't. So I don't know. It's the chances of you actually getting a scepter on Bane and then I don't know. Like, the hero is it's got so many weaknesses. This is definitely a fun aspect of it. Let's see what else he's getting. Bane, Agi int growth increased by 0.3, pretty decent. Fiend grip deals damage every 0.5 second, and it doesn't matter. Okay, I think these are nice changes, but I don't think Bane is gonna get that rich because he also doesn't have any way to farm. So, as in no AOE spells or jungle farming techniques or whatever. Doesn't matter. Matters not. Doesn't matter. A blood right cooldown doesn't matter. Big shuriken toss separated for the chain if one of the targets is spell immune. Um, this is nice. Buffs to Brewmaster. Would like to see some more buffs to Brewmaster. Duration increased. Hurl boulder cast point reduced. Nice. All nice. Increased. Nice. Bristleback respawn talent is yes. Oh, nice. This is really nice. Reality lift spell lifesteal, right? So that's pretty good. Especially if you can manage to get Ocarina on him, that's really good. Reality lift cast point reduced. Nobody cares. Shit hero. Life's the shit hero. Shit hero. Damage taken, right? Yeah. Holy persuasion cooldown. So Chen got buffed. I want to play Chen. I can't play Chen, but I want to learn. Holy persuasion cooldown reduced. Very. Okay, we're gonna go play Chen right now. Replace respawn talent. This is really good. Very awesome buffs to Chen. Puppy's happy. Puppy is gonna win TS7, guys. Mark my words. Death Pact cooldown increased from. Thank you. Clinks was a garbage, like cancer, not garbage. Clinks was cancer. Now he should be okay. Death Pact duration. It didn't really change him much, did you? Then replace respawn. Actually, this made him buff because now he only has to go first. Before he had to spend so much time looking in the jungle for a creep. Now he had to do that for like every very often, every half minute. Now he doesn't have to do that for one entire minute. So he actually got super buffed here. So more cancer. Replace respawn talent. Yes. Not really caring about any of this because Crystal Maiden, what she does doesn't change. They didn't do anything to her mana regen. So none of these things even matter a little bit. So Wall of Replica, Slow has been rescaled. Why waste time like this? Like, who cares? I guess in the early levels they get nobody cares. He's really strong anyway, so it doesn't matter. Rework Dazzle Scepter causes a shallow grave to be a 400. Rework Dazzle Scepters causes shallow grave. Oh, shallow grave. Oh, nice. It's like Mercy from Overwatch. That's pretty good. What is the cooldown on shallow grave? I believe it's what, 20 seconds, 22 seconds. I guess 22 seconds, right?
I cast a
15 seconds.
long
That's now an
shadow.
AOE. But if you get Ags, you're never gonna get Ags on Dazzle unless you're playing Dazzle wrong. So that doesn't matter. Replace respawn talent plus, yeah, this is garbage. Scorched Earth, healing damage rescaled to be more. Thank you. Oh god, guys, we're only at D. Devour mana cost rescaled. That's really good. Buffs to Doom, I like that. From the small, remove critical strike from the small wolves in the jungle. Attack damage increased by the same amount. Primarily affects this hero, allowing Deem to devour a small wolf without replacing the stored ability. Alright. Yeah. I really find that nowadays, when you jungle with Doom, you really can't find any creeps in the jungle, so that's really, really annoying. Elder Dragon form, frost attack slow, increase. Really? 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 Why would you buff DK? Who? Frost arrow is no longer UAE, UAM. Replace, yes, we know. Replace as a true strike. I didn't know. I thought it already was, to be honest. Astral Spirit, hero bonus damage increased. Radius increased. Nope. Not gonna play. Still bad. Base int. Enchant slow duration from 5.5 seconds to 6 seconds. Doesn't matter. Slow to 55% doesn't matter. Replace. Yeah, this is pretty decent. Yeah, considering all the buffs to the jungle thingy, I think the Enchantress is okay above, especially the buffs to the carties, the cart wheel. So you go to the lane, you take an enemy cart, and now you've got two big carts which don't die, which deal more damage. Pretty decent, pretty good for pushing. I think this is only for high level game, much higher level games. Not even for my games, I think much higher level games. Replace respawn talent plus one Malefice. Time dilation is slow per affected cooldown increased. No one cares. Movement speed increased. No one cares. Still no one cares. Life break leap speed increased. Life break damage dealt taken. Uh, Garbage here. Dual breath. Nobody plays IO. Don't play IO. It's garbage. Until they give you Arcana. It's garbage. Dual breath. Start radius increased. Dual breath end radius increased. Trying to buff Jakiro. it it's not gonna work. Stop trying to make it work. It's not gonna work. Replace respawn talent plus 3. Yeah, this is decent. Ghost ship now always crashes where Kunka's target is. Wait, what? Ghost ship now always crashes where Kunka targets it. Spawns the appropriate distance behind him to travel the full 2000. Alright. Legion Commander. Overwhelming odds, mana cost from 100 to 130. Hmm. Hmm. Now, additionally grants spell immunity to your hero duration. Thank you. That now at least it's still not gonna make it. Replaced respawn talent by, yeah, reworked resurrect. Everyone was a lightning storm will hit one random unit within 700. Wait, what? While Pulse Nova is active, it's pretty decent actually. Considering, right? Considering that one of his
From
talents, but it's the
shadow to
last talent,
shadow.
plus 3 second lightning storm slow. It already slows you for 1 second, right? On a 4 second cooldown. So it slows people for 1 second, right? On a 4 second cooldown by 75%, right? So you get the level 25, so it slows them for 4 seconds on a 4 second cooldown. And now you randomly throw random more slow, so they pretty much are always at 75% slow. Oh, God. But it's still a shit hero. And if you play him as support, you're never going to get to 25 level, so it doesn't matter. Change pro slow, increase, stop playing Lich, stop buffing Lich. People start playing him as carry and think it's good. Replace reminds me of this other guy I played in a pub with. He wanted to go Lich carry. He went Lich carry, and at the beginning of the game, he's like, "Guys, trust me." He's sharing all his Dota buff links, and he's like, "Guys, look, I play Lich carry a lot. It's really, really good." At the end of the game, he was complete garbage. Fed the team horrible, and the Phoenix on my team goes, "Hey, yeah, you want to share those Dota buff links again, man?" It's hilarious. Anyway, replace respawn talent by this. Nobody cares because at level 15, you are still pretty much going to get the 50 damage. Case could be made for the 40 movement speed, to be honest. Still gonna get 50 damage though. Same goes for Lion. Lone Druid. Rabbit. We talked about Lone Druid, right? Rabbit attack speed increase. Okay, no, we didn't talk about it. So Rabbit has been buffed. Duration rescaled to 25, which is a nerf to him. Cooldown reduced to 30. Okay, so instead of 15 seconds of Rabbit downtime, it's now 10 seconds. And Rabbit is better now as well. So that's pretty good. And early levels, Lone Druid is good as well. So Lone Druid back in business, boys. Replace respawn talent by, and this is pretty decent as well. Loosen Beast cast animation, reduce that, nice, whatever. Yeah, nobody cares. Movement speed, rescale. This guy needs to get a bit nerfed, right? Because he was pretty strong. Rework Magnus Scepter. Shockwave comes back, hitting units a second time and applying 60% slow for 2 seconds. Distance and travel speed are increased by 50%. Return wave deals half damage to creeps. Kind of funny. I was gonna say he should get buffed. He should get nerfed. Now he's getting a scepter rework. So reverse polarity no longer lasts an extra 1.25 seconds on creeps. Whatever. Replaced. Yeah. Minus 4 second to 15 armor. Why do I feel like he actually got buffed? Like it feels like he got buffed. He did get buffed. Oh my god. Added scepter for Medusa. Causes Mr. to turn enemies into stone for 1 second. Increased by 0.2 second per bounce. What? At all? Oh, after scepter, right. Yeah. I get Miranda base damage increased, but I don't care. No, it doesn't make it good on Medusa. I don't know. I'll have to see. I have no opinions on this. I don't think Medusa is a good hero. Miranda base damage increased by 3. Sarsum second impact delay reduced from 1 to 0.8. Leap speed bonus reduced 10 seconds. Leap attack speed bonus increased. So Miranda got a little bit buffed. I think Miranda's back in business. Oh, please, 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 Valve. Wukong Command no longer provides 90 bonus damage. Okay? Wukong Command provides you with armor. Okay. Wukong's Command army no longer copy bash. Praise the Lord! Thank you. This was a retarded thing anyway. Wukong's Command attack rate improved. Okay, it's fine. As long as he's not bashing the shit out of me, it's fine. Fixed Monkey King carrying Urn of Shadow sometimes, wasting charges while Wukong Command is ongoing. Fixed tree jump, causing Monkey King to temporarily have bigger boobs, balls, bigger vision than the defined day-night values. Adaptive Strike mana cost rescaled from... Doesn't matter. Now, Song of Siren cast time increased. That's good. Song of Siren is going to be nerfed, right? So Naga's going to be nerfed quite a bit. Song of Siren cooldown rescaled to a bit more. It is good. A bit more at the later levels, which needed to happen. It was too short, especially because you're going to get off green anyway, so it's going to go down to 60 anyway. Song of Siren range goes up. Okay. Mirror image illusion damage taken is more. Thank you very much. Riptide damage increased. It's okay. Ensnare cast point reduced. Doesn't matter. Ensnare mana cost reduced. Doesn't matter. It's the overall nerf to Naga though. Mostly, this is the biggest thing. This is literally the biggest thing. Because, and also this is a little bit decent. because basically you can now maybe deal with illusions percentage wise. It'd be 33% more. Replaced by yes, we know. Ghost Shroud heal amplification increased. That's good. Necro's good now. Hunter in Night. So far, none of the heroes that I've seen are super good. Apart from maybe Lone Druid is back in business. Legion Commander I think is really good because of the plus 10 proc chance, and also offlane got buffed. Other than that, Chen. Oh yeah, Chen is really really strong. Really really strong. That's really good. That's really really good. Other than that, I nobody really stands out like, oh wow, this hero's now great. I think this is a balance change and a rework of the game. It's really the game itself that changed a lot. So Ice Rock doesn't want to change the heroes too much. He just wants to balance the heroes based on previous data from 0.05. So I'm pretty much not expecting many heroes to change dramatically other than just balance changes. So that makes sense. Hunter in the Night can now be activated during the night to grant Night Stalker flying movement. Flying movement. Cool. What is this? This is okay. It's for 2 seconds, so it doesn't matter too much, but it's funny. That's all it is. It's funny. Cooldown. Oh, it's now a 14-second cooldown. So in the day, oh wait, what? Has it been completely reworked? Does it say reworked? Hunter of the Night cannot be active. Where's Night Stalker? I can never find. Oh, here it is. Hunter in the Night. Oh! I thought it was his ultimate. Okay, nobody cares. It's pretty decent. I like it. It's funny. It's really funny. I like it. 2 seconds going over cliffs. It's good. It's good. Keep doing these things. Fortunately, this guy needs to get buff. Now a route rather than a slow sets the target to 0 movement speed. Okay. Well, what it means is you can now cancel TPs, essentially. And good against Puck, not really. Puck can still dodge it. Good against nobody, really. It doesn't matter. Replace, respawn, talent. I guess it's good. Whatever. Yeah, this doesn't matter. Does not matter. Potions and projectile speed even slower, so easier to dodge. Cast range has been buffed. This is the tiniest buff to this hero that I've ever seen, and this hero needed a bit more buff. Reworked. No! Oh, just reworked. Thank you. Grants 2 charges to Astral Improve and increases range by 300. Damage areas stack. Replenish time 12 seconds. Replenish time 12. What? Not gonna make it, dude. Why would you? There was there were cases. Case could be made for the previous scepter. Case cannot be made for this scepter, right? I guess case can be. I don't know. I will have to. I'm not gonna try it though. The number of items that you need for OD are so many that you're not actually gonna get scepter. We're talking 40, 50 minute territory now. Fixed doppelganger illusions lasting 1 second less than intent. Okay. Phantom Rush agility bonus is now granted before the first hit lands rather than after. Jukes max illusion increased to 10. Buff to this guy. That's nice. A fire spare's duration increased to 20. I thought he already got the 20% XP gain. Did not know he didn't. I don't play Phoenix. I think I have 4 games in Phoenix. Probably all of them losses as well. I ah 2 wins. Accidental probably. Life Rain now grants true sight vision over the target. Okay. Life Rain cast range, which is good. Which is good because now they can't like dodge under trees or whatever. Life Drain cast range reduce. Ooh, it's quite a big nerf. Now has 100 range break buffer. Breaks 900. Still a big nerf. This I don't know. I don't know. Winter Pain level 25. Talent from no Shadow Strike cooldown to 500 AoE. It's pretty good. If you consider, you're still the thing is, you are still pretty much going to get the life steal, right? Spell life steal. But if you consider that Shadow Strike does, it prevents you from, blinking and all of those things. That's the only thing that I can think of, which is really great about it. Otherwise, damage is pretty deep. It's a 4 second cooldown. It's 125 initial damage, then 75 damage per ticks for 5 times. That is 150, 300, and 425. 425 plus 125 is 550. So that's 550 damage on a 4 second. That's actually, that's actually pretty damn decent. It's actually pretty good. 550 damage on a 4 second cooldown, and it's a overtime damage, which means that you can't use blinks and shit. So I don't know. I think it's really good. I think it's really really good. Eye the Storm prioritize. Nice. This is good. Eye the Storm no longer has a cast point. That's also really good. Base movement good. Nerf the shit out of this guy. Caustic Finale no longer a unique attack modifier, as if he's gonna make Desolate. Oh, wait, Desolator isn't even a. So what is a unique head? Mjolnir is the only thing. It's the only thing though. Lit- any item, a unique attack modifier now. There is no item now, effectively, lifesteal. Right, lifesteal and Mjolnir don't stack anymore. That's literally the only thing left. Okay. Sandstorm DPS rescaled to be less in the more in the early levels. Welcome back, Jungling Sand King. Invisibility from replace respawn talent by minor whatever. Shadow poison mana cost reduced. Uh, going back to 50 now. Avi. Soul Catcher now spreads its amplification evenly among all enemies in area. Very strong. No, wait. Spreads its amplification evenly. Right. What it means is, never mind, not very strong. What it means, it doesn't apply the effect on everybody. It doesn't apply the effect. What it means is, if you're gonna do bonus damage, and there's 50% bonus damage, let's say, and there's 2 enemy heroes, then it's gonna do 25% on each. So if there's 5 enemy heroes, it's gonna do 10. It is still pretty strong, I think, on enemy heroes, or is it just enemies? Enemies. It's really shit now because there's also creeps there, right? So if you can't just throw it down in the middle of a team fight because there'll be creeps there, so it'll get reduced. So I feel like they tried to buff him, but I think they ended up nerfing him. I don't know. I don't know. Shadow Fiend at level 25, talent from plus 125 Shadow Raise damage to plus 150 Shadow Raise damage. Okay, that's good. Base damage increase, nobody cares, nobody cares, nobody cares. Shit hero. Silence Reaver, Scepter Glaives, now pierce spell immunity and deal 100% more damage against silence units. Wow! Wow! Which is really good. Really, really good. Silencer, I love Silencers. Int heroes got buffed a little bit. Silencer gets buffed a little bit. Silencer really good. I'm gonna be playing a lot more mid Silencer for sure. I'm not gonna be playing Dota. What the hell am I talking about? Level 15 talent from 75 damage to 10% life steal. Still gonna go for 75 damage. Intelligence gain reduced from nerf this shit. Horn cooldown rescaled. Mm, nerfed him again. Her. Why are you nerfing this guy? He's not. It's because of the pro level. Because in pub she's still shit, but now it's really shit anyway. Replaced. Yes. God strength now grants a bonus. 40 strength when activated. Pretty damn decent. God strength activate. God strength attack bonus reduced from 200 to 1 second. Oh, okay. To keep it in line with this. So at the end of the day, he's getting 40 extra strength at level 3. Pretty damn decent, actually. It's really, really good actually. 800 HP and 40 extra damage, which, times 160%. Don't want to do the calculation right now, but it's 60 more damage. So it's pretty decent actually. 60 damage, no joke, on a Sven, cleaving ass Sven, for free. Like literally new for free. Replaced respawn time. Yes, yes, yes. We know. Agility reduced. No. Metamorphosis, movement speed lost, increased. Damage reduction against building. Yeah, this guy was already pretty weak. Very few people could play him decently, and now he's even weaker. Gush mana cost rescaled to be better. Aghanim Gush now does a small ground reveal on units that are hit. Nice. Base damage increased, but basically what that means is that if the units are in, like, you're standing on the high ground, you throw a gush out, you don't see anything in the front, you throw a gush out, and then you'll be able to see. I don't know if you'll be able to see who those people are, or you'll just be able to see like some people walking there, but you'll be able to see people there. So it's good for going up on high ground or things like that. You'll just be able to see people ahead of you, and then you see somebody in the fog or something, and then you can turn around or whatever. Base damage increased by 4. Grow increasing credit. Nice, nice. Tiny got buffed. That's nice. Nature's Guys now applies a full disarming root rather than a bash on attack. Lovely. Replaced respawn talent. Yeah, sure. Improved consistency of ice shard when pushing units in out of shards on impact. I don't know what it means, and I don't really care. iShard now starts at the blockers at the cast location rather than centering the blockers around the cast location. iShard cast range increased as a result. iShard speed increase. Yeah, I don't know what this means, and I don't really care. And I'll come and read this again if people start picking Tusk and beating the shit out of me. Then I'll come and learn this because this is completely useless. Atrophy aura damage reduction rescaled to damage reduction is better, a little bit better, a little bit buff for this guy. Lingers through death. Added Underlord Scepter. Atrophy's aura bonus damage is now granted to nearby ally heroes for half of the bonuses. Increased bonus damage duration by 40 seconds. This is pretty big because if you have a team fight and 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 your team manages to get a good initiation and your team kills one hero, right? One enemy hero. Your team kills one enemy hero. Your entire team, right? Your entire team gets 15 extra damage. Right? Your entire team gets 15 extra damage right away. Not to mention any other creeps dying in the vicinity. Imagine Earthshaker, right? With this guy. Imagine Earthshaker. Comes in, Echo Slam, right? Kills 20 creeps. Alright, it's not 20 is a bit too much, but let's say kills 10 creeps, right? 10 creeps. He kills 10 creeps. He gets 25 extra damage. Maybe he kills a creep as well. That's 15 more. That's 40 extra damage. Enchant Totem, 40% extra damage.
Shake it.
Lovely. And then he beats the shit out of somebody. He kills another guy. Another 15 damage. Yeah, it's fun. Still not worth it though. Wasted time. Replaced Reese, yes we know. Base damage reduced by 3. Does this guy even give a shit about this? Wave of Terror cooldown. Yeah, I guess so. Farming is a bit harder, I guess. Wave of Terror cooldown rescaled to be better. Vengeance Aura reduced by 2%. Okay. Replaced respawn talent 14 piles. Okay, we know. Now deals its first tick of damage immediately. Yeah, this other time I threw Viper Strike on somebody and they blinked away and I was like, what the Viper Strike cooldown rescaled from nobody cares. Chaotic Offering mana cost increased Okay, really buff to this guy only. This person needs to get buff. Winner level talent now. And what? Winrun grants invisibility or 120 power shot damage. Of course, you're gonna get invisibility. Nobody gets sentries. Level 25 talents are now plus 30-second cooldown reduction or 170. This is really fun. I like this. What the hell? Oh, oh, it's no longer minus 6 second cool. Oh man. Oh, that's sad days. But still, 30% cooldown reduction. You're invis for more times. That's good. Finally, we're nearly at the end. I will discuss attack speed. Okay, this guy got buffed. 1 second more of Gold Embrace and 15 attack speed more. So that's good. And you buy a Solar Crest and you put it on the enemy as well. Or just a um, medallion would be decent enough. Scepter now additionally provides True Strike to Death Ward. I thought that was already the case. Replace respawn talent. Yes, yes, yes. Not gonna get this. What is the 15 level otherwise? Doctor. Ah, shit. What is the level talent? 90 damage, dude. Are you kidding me? 2 extra bounces for. Are you. You. Oh my goodness. Level 20 talent from 20 strength to 10. Yeah, yeah. Definitely gonna go for this one. From plus 20. Oh. Recarn. What? To everybody? Does it do it to everybody around? Mm. Replaced, yes. And that is it, guys. 72 minutes. Holy shit. No wonder people hate me. Won't take any more of your time, guys. See you all later. Bye bye. Have a good day. Have a good night. And I'm gonna do a Chen video soon. I'm just kidding. I don't know how to play Chen. Bye bye.